up, everybody? This is Jose with Oakland Latinos United on here with Live with Jay number 30th. On here a little bit late, but like always, I'm on here again with my live feed every Sunday, Live with Jay. Hopefully, you guys will be joining me soon and we can talk about different topics and different things going on around the community. So, what's up with everybody? Hopefully, we get more people joining us soon. And yeah, once again, Jose, Live with Jay, number 30th. Your every Sunday live feed with Jose. What's up with everybody out there? Hopefully, we get more people joining. Press that like button if you're joining me. What's up with everybody? We'll get it started, see what's going on with everybody. Hopefully, you guys had a good weekend and hopefully, you had a good Father's Day. How many fathers are out there, man? Hopefully, you spend it cool with your kids. I don't have kids personally, but I just spent my Father's Day, the end of my Father's Day with my family because a lot of family came over and we had a barbecue. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, man. Like I said, what's up, El Quintanilla? How you been, bro? On here kicking back with my weekly live feed. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. So, with Jay Wonder, hope you had a good Father's Day weekend. I dropped like a. Yeah, man, I had a cool Father's Day. Hopefully, you guys had a cool Father's Day, especially those of you who are fathers. I am not a father, unfortunately. I haven't had kids yet. Maybe one day, but not at the present moment. But, I grew up with my father. Unfortunately, he's not here no more. But yeah, man. On this day, I remember my dad. Passed away, and yeah, unfortunately, he's not here. But my memory of him will always be here, and he was there for me. A lot of men have kids, and they're not there for their kids. But I can say that my dad was there for me. You know what I mean? Through thick and thin. But yeah, I'm just happy that I had a father figure in my life, my actual father, and I didn't have to worry about not having a father figure growing up. My dad was pretty strict too, man. He kept me in line in many ways, and I appreciate that. He was pretty hard on me, and he prevented me from getting in a lot of trouble out there. I could have went down a different path if it wasn't for him. Always being on me all the time. And at the time I used to hate him for it because I used to be like, Dad, why are you so hard on me? Why do you treat me like that? But as I get older, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. He just didn't want me to go down a bad path like so many others around me. Especially growing up in the town and growing up around the Bay Area. There was always a lot of knuckleheads out there getting in trouble and going to jail and getting caught up in drugs, and you know how it goes. So I'm just glad I had a father figure, a father who cared about his kids and was there and was hard on me and kept me out of problems. Even though I did get into problems, it wasn't as bad as some of the homies that I grew up with that didn't have father figures. Sound like my pops, bro. My pops is from El Salvador. Yeah, my dad's from El Salvador too. My mom was from Mexico, but yeah, my dad was pretty strict, man. He didn't let me fuck around. You know what I mean, for sure. He kept on me. You know, and yeah, I had a lot of homies that didn't have fathers in their lives. Sorry for your loss, bro. Your pops is always with you. Yeah, man. Your mom is Mexican. Yeah, my mom is Mexicana, but thanks, man. Yeah, it's hard to lose a parent, man. It's not easy, but it's unfortunately one of those unfortunate parts of life that we all have to go through or live through. But like the old saying goes, it's better for you to bury your parents than your parents bury you. And in my case, that's what happened because I'm alive, and you know what I mean. What's up, or it was a good day. Lost my dad also to cancer 2011. Yeah, man. Sorry about your loss. Thanks for the RIP to mine. But yeah, I lost my dad. My dad passed away from heart problems. He had been going through a lot of heart problems. He had open heart surgery too, which gave him a few more years. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's one of the reasons I'm trying to take care of myself because Yeah, the heart problems are no joke. Yeah, man. Sorry about. Yeah, my father passed away unfortunately at 2017 at the Kaiser in Oakland. Yeah, that's where he passed away. But what's up, Kanye Rodriguez? Well, yeah, man. Yeah, that was Father's Day for me. I mean, I got to spend it with my brothers and sisters. We had like a they're all parents, so we had like a little Father's Day barbecue here at the house. So I got to see all the family get together today. So that was cool. You know what I mean? My nephews and nieces. So that was a cool uh, way to celebrate Father's Day. But even though I'm not a father myself, but some of you out there might be fathers, man. And if you are, hopefully you guys are guiding your kids the right way. Those of us who had a father figure in our life, blessed of home, we didn't have father figures growing up. Yeah, man. I knew a lot of homies, that didn't have father figures, and not all of them turned out bad, but some of them didn't have father figures, and they usually found their father figures in the wrong places. Unfortunately, what's up, Cepeda? How you doing, brother? You know what I mean, and that is true. A lot of times, youth they're misguided, and they find father figures or male role models in the wrong places. You know what I mean, because they're looking for some kind of acceptance, some kind of love. You know what I mean? I'm good. How's everybody? Everybody's good, bro. I'm good. Hopefully everybody's good on here. If you're joining me, press that like. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, crazy weekend in Oakland. I don't know if you guys heard. Yesterday, I wasn't in Oakland yesterday though. I was in San Jose most of the day yesterday. But I guess in Oakland there was the Juneteenth festival, or the Juneteenth had the African Americans at the lake. Yeah, at the lake they had a big celebration, and I guess some people got shot and someone got killed. You know what I mean? I heard several people got shot and one person died, and it's just like many of you. I don't know if you guys know what Juneteenth is, and this is where it looks ridiculous because Juneteenth is the celebration of the emancipation of African Americans, meaning that it's when they signed the papers saying that you guys are no longer slaves, and and basically that's what they're celebrating. That's what when African Americans say they're celebrating Juneteenth, that's what they're celebrating, the emancipation or the freedom of from being slaves. In 18, I guess 65 after the Civil War. So the black community got together, and you would think that people would get together for something like that and have a good time. You feel me? And I don't know what happened. A bunch of youth got together, and again, they don't know how to act. They act stupid, and a shooting happened, and somebody got killed, and several people got shot right there by Lake Merritt with fucking hundreds of people there. People are getting helicopters everywhere. Probably they still got the balls to be shooting up the place, which is pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy. You know what I mean? And yeah, hopefully, yeah, a few folks from work were there. I haven't heard the two of them yet, so I hope they're cool. Yeah, man. I didn't even know they were gonna do anything like that at the lake. Cause I mean, like I said, I wasn't even in Oakland yesterday. I was in San Jose all day yesterday, out there most of the day kicking back with my homie. But yeah, I heard about it when I got home, and I did see. You know what? I was driving by the lake last night around, I want to say maybe 9, probably 9 o'clock at night. I was driving home, and um, there was hella people around the lake, hella people around the lake and around downtown. I didn't realize it was Juneteenth. I thought it was maybe people celebrating the opening of because the mask mandate is over. But yeah, apparently some people got shot, and that's unfortunate, man. That the black, cause that was a black celebration. That it's unfortunate that the black community can't get together on a day like that and celebrate something positive instead of creating some negative ignorance. You feel me? And it's sad. It's really sad. That's not my community, but you know, it's just sad to see, regardless, as them being a people of color, like our community, to see them acting that way. You feel me? And what can you do, man? I just hope, is anybody out there planning to go to the car show at the Coliseum next week, next Saturday? I'm planning on going. Most likely, I'm gonna go. But I just pray that no stupid shit happens at the car show either, man. Or after the car show, some raza get killed out there, man. You feel me? I have a feeling the car show night might be shady too. Maybe not the car show, but I'm more worried. The car show, I'm pretty sure the car show will be cool. I'm more worried about after the car show. On the hood. You know what I mean, and the boulevards. Cause fools are gonna want to cruise or start sideshows or something, bro. I was there at the last car show they did in Oakland in 1998. I was there, bro. And it was pretty rowdy, I remember. And I remember no one got killed or shot, but I remember on East 14th, you know what I mean? There was like, they were cruising, but I remember there was hella fools doing sideshows. And then a riot broke out on 41st and East 14th. Some of you might remember that. And yeah, they started throwing rocks and bottles at cars, and it got wild, bro. I was there. I seen it all, bro. That shit was pretty wild. That was in 1998. I think it was in May of 1998, if I remember right. But I was there. It was a pretty crazy car show. So, like I'm saying, I'm just hoping that, I hope it's a cool event, man. I hope it's not full of drama and just chaos, bro. Because that's not what we need in Oakland. It's bad enough we got it already too much. I wanted to go to the car show, but I'm gonna be busy that day. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have that day free. So most likely I'm gonna be going. Hail Happy Father's Day. All the dads, Oakland's proud. Yeah, man. What's up, Work Best? So yeah, I think I'm gonna end up going to the car show next week. I should have it free, so I'll be there. It's like $30, so I think it's $30 to get in. But or if anybody knows where I can get tickets, let me know. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just hoping that like Juneteenth yesterday. I just hope the car show next week is not drama, unnecessary drama, and Rasa getting shot up or getting hurt, bro. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. We should be able to have stuff like that and keep it cool, man, without starting drama or being retarded or being stupid. You feel me? That's just how it is. You know? Trains passing by, you hear it? But yeah, man. I live near the railroad tracks. but but yeah, man. I hope everything's cool. I hope everything's cool. The Antioch Bear says he's going to have no tolerance for car shows and the yacht getting crazy in Antioch. Were we watching the fight? Oh yeah, that's the same night of the fight, huh? I forgot about that. Me and my cousins plan on going to SF for Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo passed already, didn't it? But but yeah, man. Oh, you mean when they had the cruising up there? But But yeah, what about the fight? The Gunner fight, right? Gunner and Cholo Trucker. That's next week. Jose, what do you think about having a federal holiday on behalf of Cesar Chavez in America? There's not a federal holiday of Cesar Chavez already? Yeah, next year. Cholo versus Gunner or car show. I'm gonna go to the car show, but I'm gonna see if I could watch. I mean, cause the Gunner thing ain't gonna be till later on that night. But I'll go to the car show. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be wild on the street show after that. But yeah, I would like to see the fight. I'll see how. What time's the fight gonna be? Like around 7, I think, or something like that. But it should be interesting. Who do you guys think is gonna win, Gunner or Cholo Trucker? El Menudo or I don't know what the Cholo Trucker guy's catchphrase is. But yeah, man. If you guys are planning on going next week, to the car show, keep it safe, man. Tell your little homies out there to be cool and don't bring no drama. You feel me? I think there was drama at the last Hayward cruise they had. Hopefully Gunner got stamina, yeah. Back in They were doing a cruise in Hayward too, in South Hayward on Tennyson, and I heard someone got shot, bro. That's why they don't do it no more. Art Bet says Gunner. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most people on here are for Gunner. But somebody asked me, what do I think about Cesar Chavez birthday being a federal holiday? I have no problem with it, but Cesar Chavez has a questionable history, unfortunately, on certain things that he said in the past, and I will make a video about that eventually. I haven't done one yet, but his views on immigrants and stuff like that was kind of, man, it kind of seemed like the same views a redneck would have about a raza. You feel me? What do you guys think? But yeah, man. Someone says Art Best says Cesar Chavez was actually an immigrant. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was, unfortunately, he was very anti-immigrant. But I understand. He said he was anti-immigrant because he said immigrants were being used as strike breakers in the they were using strike breakers against the strikes. But I think he could have called that out, but he could have did it in a different way. You feel me? Gunner said you're handicapped, so you get a pass. Okay. No, we got a J Cat on here. Yes, I'm handicapped, just like your mother. Pro jobs for America. Yeah, but I mean, I think he could have did it um, in a different way. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. But yeah, Cesar Chavez, he's a trip, man. I mean, I understand that he fought for Chicanos that were out in the they were they were out in the fields. You know what I mean? But his all anti-immigration stances, calling the immigration on people. Can you blame Cesar Chavez for being anti-immigrant? Some Rasta be confused. Did you know that Louis C.K. the Korean is Mexican? Yeah, he's part Mexican. He's a Jewish Mexican at that. Can I blame Cesar Chavez for being anti-immigrant? Can he be? Someone said, can you blame Cesar Chavez for being anti-immigrant? I don't know about blame. I don't know. I guess you can, but his stances were just pretty hardcore, man. It's one thing if he would have been against strike breakers, but he was doing too much the way he was talking about it. Yeah, a lot. I mean, a lot of them are now, but I think back then a lot of them were Mexican American or Chicano, basically. A lot of them were Chicanos and Mexicanos that worked out there in the fields. I think back then both worked in the fields. Yes, I did say things about the immigrant community back then, but believe it or not, a lot of Rasta in the 70s talk like that. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. When I was growing up in Oakland as a kid in the 80s, a lot of the Chicanos in Oakland used to kind of still have those attitudes. Kind of like I don't like the immigrants and those wetbacks. They kind of used to, I remember hearing older people talking like that, so trust me, I know. You're not, I'm 42 years old, 43 years old, so I remember that. Cesar Chavez was cool if you were, if you were a paisa, that's a big no-no. I bet if Cesar Chavez was around, he would be a Trump supporter. So why is being a paisa a big no-no? What's wrong with paisa? My parents were paisas. Probably your parents were paisas too. So I think if you're Rasa, bro, I think you're confused yourself, bro, or you're just selling yourself short to the Republicans and probably the Democrats. Makes sense because his parents came here from Mexico City. Exactly. If you're over here saying you hate immigrants and you hate Mexicans, you hate yourself, bro. You know what I mean? Because chances are your parents are paisas too. And if you're over here shilling for Trump or even for fucking Kamala or any of them, I don't get these people that are obsessed with the Republicans and the Democrats, and they're both, piece of shit political parties that don't care about our people, legal or undocumented. You feel me? So he was a hypocrite. Reminded me of brainwashing. Yeah, man, I have no problem with no paisas or with Chicanos or anybody else, man. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. I don't have a problem with black people. I don't have a problem with white people, Asians. Again, if you're cool with me, I don't give a fuck where you from. I'm cool with you too. I don't play that bullshit. We used to get into arguments all the time. Yeah, man. Unfortunately I didn't grow up around that, but yeah, the self hatred. Yeah, man, it is self hatred. It's just, I mean, it's no different than norte sur. You know what I mean? Two sides of the coin hating on each other for no reason. You feel me? Don't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. But that's how our people are. It's no different than black people at Juneteenth in Oakland yesterday, man. Shooting each other. Crazy how common the mindset here in the U.S. I think Russia should forgive Caesar Chavez because he wasn't perfect. None of us are. Yeah, I mean, but why just Caesar Chavez, though? This is the thing I ask. He thought he didn't. Sting grew up in the hood. Yeah, man. I'm gonna pose this question to Connie Rodriguez. Why is it we only celebrate Cesar Chavez? Trust me, I know Chicano history. Why don't we ever celebrate Corky Gonzalez or Reyes Tijerina? You know what I mean? Or other Chicano radicals that were out there doing just as much work as Cesar Chavez was. You know what I mean? Yep, LA, big city students hated the farmeros. You know what I mean? Why is it we only hype up Cesar Chavez? You know, there were other Chicano radicals too who were doing just as much work. You know? Cesar Chavez was the loudest voice. Maybe, but I mean, Reyes Tijerina, I mean, he took over a fucking national park and had the National Guard come after him. That's pretty loud if you ask me. That's pretty fucking militant if you ask me. But we never talk about those people. We just talk about Cesar Chavez, and there were various other Chicanos and Raza that did. Righto said we should celebrate them too. How about Pancho Villa? Well, Pancho Villa was from Mexico. I'm talking about from here, from the U.S. during the Movimiento. But I mean, Pancho Villa, Emiliano Zapata, they did what they had to do too. Some might say Pancho Villa was a more controversial, you know, figure, but you know, they did what they had to do. But I've read about Pancho Villa. I read about Emiliano Zapata, about the Mexican Revolution, and it was pretty crazy, man. My grandfather was alive during that time. He was a little kid, like he was a baby when that happened. But yeah, that was crazy. Benito Juarez didn't even go to school and became president of Mexico. Benito Juarez didn't go to school. I thought he was educated. Pancho Villa, Emiliano Zapatas were murderers. What revolutionary wasn't a murderer? To be a revolutionary, you have to be a murderer in some way or another because you're fighting a war against the government. So yeah, I mean, all revolutionaries murdered somebody. You know, what do they call like Che Guevara and people like that, bro? They all shot or killed someone because it's a war situation, a war for power. You know, but I mean, El Zapata was for the poor. The reason they shined a light on Cesar Chavez because he highlighted the views that other anti-immigrants have. They went out, especially coming from a guy of Mexican descent. Che Guevara, mass murderer. I mean, everybody was a mass murderer. Fucking Bill Clinton was a mass murderer. George Bush was a fucking mass murderer, and we celebrate them. You know. But yeah, man. And, you know, George Bush, he murdered hella people for oil and lied to the American public. You feel me? Everybody cries about Trump, but George Bush was more of a mass murderer than even Trump. Sadly, the drone strikes don't order himself. Exactly. And the drone strikes happened under Obama. That's another mass murderer. All these fucking presidents and politicians, man. That's the thing. A lot of you guys get hung up with the right and left and the Democrat and Republican. And yeah, I'll admit I'm more of a leftist myself because I grew up more being a leftist. But, you know, I'm not stuck on that ideology. I understand there's people that are full of shit on the left and there's people that are full of shit on the right. America got to try to normalize that. But Really, it's terrorism. It's about control and oppressing the world. That's right. It's all about power, man. Power, money, greed. The media is the one that controls everything and puts out the narrative. Why hasn't Biden been in the southern border? Because he's retarded. But he did send Kamala the cop though to go to Guatemala to tell people don't come, don't come. You know what I mean? Kamala the cop who locked up hella black people and bragged about it on the news. And that's real talk. Why would he visit the border? What would he do? But yeah, man. But yeah, that's my take on Cesar Chavez. He's a controversial figure. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to making his day a holiday. I thought his day was already a holiday. That's what I thought. But I could be wrong. His birthday. I could be wrong. But that's what I thought. That it was a holiday. But correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, man. It's just important to know the history, of Raza, of the Chicanos. Because it's a history that's never talked about. Isn't there a crisis at the border? And any crisis created at the border has been created by the United States. Remember, the United States is the one that has destabilized almost every Central American government, which is the reason why Central Americans are coming here. Because we go out there and we destroy their governments like we've done with Honduras, with Guatemala, with El Salvador, with Nicaragua as well. So any crisis that you want to talk about is created by the United States. And that's a fact. And you can look it up. It's out there. You know what I mean? Because think about it. There didn't used to be very many immigrants from Central America in the past, bro. 40 years ago, there were very few Central American immigrants. And fast forward to now, they're becoming the largest Latino demographic in the United States. And why is that? Because Ronald Reagan, the president with Alzheimer's, went out to Central America and started destroying Central America. The CIA funding wars out there, funding the Contras in Nicaragua, bringing in cocaine into the country. You know what I mean? And it started even before. It started with Jimmy Carter too. Before that. And it had happened even way before that in the 40s and 50s, but it really got really big in the late 70s and 80s. Hence is why today you have a lot of Central Americans out here because they fled because of the wars that were going on out there that our government was creating, was fueling. This is all public information. Had very few. Yeah, I mean, they were here, but they weren't in the numbers they are today. But that's all created by design. You know what I mean? It's no different than, say, the Vietnamese. Look at what we did in Vietnam. We butchered that country. Hence, it's the reason why there's a lot of Vietnamese here now. The U.S. has somewhat stepped back. Maybe they have, but they created the situation. You know what I mean? And now they don't know how to stop it. But it was their fucking stupidity that created all that. Just like we've destabilized the Middle East. Iraq, started a war over oil and over lies. You know what I mean? If you're old enough to remember when George Bush was president, he started that whole Operation Desert Storm or whatever it was called over a lie. Saying there was weapons of mass destruction and there wasn't shit out there. Lied to the people, bro. Claimed it was for 9/11, even though Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11. Why doesn't Biden visit those controversial cages of war? Because it doesn't concern him. It doesn't benefit him. He don't care. He just wanted to become president. Him and Kamala. They don't give a fuck, bro. They're no different than Donald Trump or than the Republicans, bro. They're all the same, bro. That's what I keep trying to tell people. Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative. They all work in the same ways, bro. They all have an agenda, bro, for power. Once they get to power, they don't give a fuck. Exactly. All government's the same. And I've been trying to tell people that for a long time. That's why I don't put my hopes and dreams on politicians. Biden Obama bill, yeah. Obama's the one that started all that. Exactly. Obama started all that, and Trump continued it, and it still continues today. Nothing changes. Obama's the one that overthrew that President Zelaya in Honduras in 2000 what 10, I think. A coup d'état where they overthrew a president in Honduras. Again, the United States fucking over a Central American country. That was under Obama. And what's her name was president, secretary, I think, of state. Clinton, Hillary. And then right now, many of you don't even know that in Colombia, there's these violent ass protests in Colombia where people are getting killed every day, right now as we speak. And who do you think is behind all that? Trust me, it's the U.S. The U.S. has involvement. Look up Plan Colombia. Plan Colombia was what in 2000 I think. It was a thing that was written by the Democrats, by Clinton and Biden and all them. It was Plan Colombia was a thing to send money and arms to Colombia to fight drug dealers and narcotraficantes. But in reality, like always, they send in the CIA and they train the local governments to go after their own people. That's basically what it is. And right now, it's a fucking bloody mess in Colombia. Look it up. Look up the violent protests in Colombia. Google it. You can find hellish shit. I posted it from time to time on my Oakland Latinos United IG. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's going on right now as we speak in Colombia, bro. As we fucking speak. The U.S. is like a fake friend. Do things behind closed doors, maintaining good reputation to others. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's easy to say those immigrants. It's harder to say that fucking government, because it's our government that are creating those immigrants. But nobody wants to talk about that, though. Nobody wants to talk about that. That's the reality of the fact. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to point fingers like him. It's easy to do that. It's harder to put a puzzle together, though, and see the reality for what it is. And then, I've done extensive research on this kind of stuff. Trust me. Me being part Central American, I've read a lot about the history of Central America and a lot of the U.S. involvement in Central America. And they've been fucking over Central America since the 1800s, and that's not even a lie. The U.S. invaded Nicaragua and Honduras in the 1800s, bro. With a guy named William Walker. Look up William Walker, the invasion of William Walker in Nicaragua, if you don't believe me. So we've been screwing over Central America for years. For years. And we've been screwing over Colombia for years as well. And other South American and Caribbean countries. So yeah, man. Don't come at me with that Central American bullshit if you don't know the fucking history of Central America and South America. Because I will school you. Bush and Osama used to be old way back. A lot of folks don't know. Yeah, I believe it. I think it was Osama's family that was partners with Bush. All these motherfuckers were all in line with each other and created each other, man. I know it sounds like a conspiracy, but a lot of it isn't a conspiracy. A lot of it is facts. Some of it may be conspiracies, but a lot of it is facts. And that's just what people are afraid to talk about, because it is scary to know that your government is complacent in the bullshit of other things. You feel me? Deal went bad and Bush declared him an enemy. I believe it. But yeah, man, that's like I said, that's just a hit. I support the immigrant community in America. The brown Rasta immigrant community is the black bone of the U.S. economy. Any conspiracy all front is behind those who choose to stay silent for safety. Yeah, man. I mean, all the stuff I talk about is nothing secret. Nothing secret. All the whole Central America thing is all publicly documented. Stuff you could Google and look up. It's all true. It's not a lie. There's been many books written about how the U.S. intervened in Central America. Many. You know what I mean? And there's plenty of stuff on Google and YouTube I'm pretty sure you can find on it. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. It's happened, and it's just an unfortunate part of the history of this country and the history of Central America, the history of Colombia, the history of Cuba, and various countries that we screwed around with, and continue to screw around with. Like I said, as we speak, I am not lying to you. In Colombia, there are violent protests right now. You know what I mean? Right now, there are violent protests. And those violent protests are a direct result of Plan Colombia that was signed into to government 20 years ago by Clinton and by Biden and all those Democrats. What's up, homie? Hey, what's up, Jojo? No lie. It's all it's all in line with each other. You know what I mean? Look it up. I'm not even lying. I always tell people, look this stuff up. In Colombia right now, as we speak, they are murdering people that are protesting against the government. Right now, as we speak. I have a lot of friends in Colombia because I play Colombian music. And I've been out there, and yeah, they've been sending me some news about the stuff going on out there. And it doesn't surprise me. It just does not surprise me at all. At all. You know? But yeah, that's just a little rant about immigration and about. So what's up with everybody out there, man? Anything else you guys want to speak on? I went on a little rant about Central American history. You know what I mean? But yeah, I know a lot about Central America, bro. I'm half Central American, so I've read a lot about Central America and the history of Central America. Did everyone get the vaccine? I got the vaccine, man. I didn't want to get it, but I got it just out of precaution. And man, I got it on Friday, and it messed my weekend up, bro. I don't know what they put in that vaccine, but that shit did not make me feel good at all, man. Like, I felt like low energy the whole week, bro. I mean, I got it Friday. Right now, I'm feeling a little better, but the whole weekend, I just felt like crap. And I got the first one. I got family from Colombia. I should see what's up. Yeah, look into it, bro. Most of the protesting has been in Cali, Colombia. But but yeah, it's been bad, bro. I've been seeing like a lot of videos about what's going on out there, and then I blame it. I mean, it's the Colombian government doing it, but but it's not surprising because the U.S. always has a play in those situations, one way or another. Trust me. In Colombia, they're afraid that Colombia is going to become like another Venezuela. So they're flooding the government to fight against anybody trying to turn it into a Venezuela. Oh, Cartagena, that's on the Caribbean coast. I'm planning on going to Cartagena, believe it or not. I've been to Colombia a few times. I want to go back. I was planning on going this year. I'm about to buy a car. Tomorrow, actually, I'm buying a car. I want to get rid of the one I have now, and after that, I'm gonna go to Colombia. I'm gonna take a vacation. But yeah, I got a lot of homies in Colombia, and they're kind of like family. You feel me? And in Medellin, in Antioquia, and I've been out there. It's fun. It's hella fun out there. The rest are just like us, man. I'm getting a Nissan Sentra. Have you ever heard of Chosica, Peru? No. Live stream from Colombia? Hell yeah. If I go, I'll do it. Yeah, I want to go out there again, bro. It's fun out there. A lot of pretty women out there, too. A lot of good music. Good food. It's cool. I had fun when I went the last time. I want to go again. I mean, it's just like Mexico, bro. It's they're raza, bro. They're raza just like us, bro. It's no different. Yeah, it's a little bit of a different culture, but they speak Spanish. It looks kind of like a third world country. It looks same way Mexico or El Salvador or any other country looks. So, it's a little bit more tropical though than some parts of Mexico. But yeah, I had fun out there the last time I went out there. But yeah, Cartagena and Barranquilla, that's on the Caribbean coast of Colombia. Yeah, it's hella hot down there. It's hella humid on the Caribbean coast. Humid as fuck. Like, ugh. Like Miami weather, kind of. If any of you guys ever been to Miami. But yeah, man. So yeah, so anybody going to go to the car show next week? Who's going to go up there? We should all meet up, man. Why? What's wrong with a Nissan Sentra? I have a Toyota now. It's old, though. It's kind of beaten down. But, my Toyota Camry that I have is older and a little beat up. But that motherfucker rides. Why? What's wrong with Nissan Sentra? I've never owned one. I want to try one out. I've heard they're good cars, so I don't know. I mean, most Japanese cars I've ever owned have been good to me. I've had Hondas. I've had Toyotas. Never owned a Nissan, though. Yeah, so do Toyotas, man. The Toyota I have right now is a bucket, bro. But that motherfucker gets me everywhere. My tia has 3-story house with a hot tub on the roof in Peru. 12 walls, steel gates because it's a little crazy right there. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. In third world countries, you already know I'd be off the hook in Mexico, Colombia, El Salvador, Peru. I'm already knowing. Trust me, bro. I've been to 3 Spanish-speaking countries, bro. I know. It could get wild out there. But it could get wild here, too. Looking in Oakland, man. Oakland is like a third world country, ain't it? Motherfuckers getting robbed every day. You can't fucking go anywhere because you're afraid some motherfucker's going to catch you slipping. There's homeless encampments everywhere that look like fucking third world favelas or comunas as they call them in Colombia. You know what I mean? Oakland, you know what I mean? Oakland looked like a Nissan. Hondas don't slide. I've never owned a Nissan, so I want to try it out. I'm going to get a Nissan Sentra. The only reason I'm getting it is because it's cheap in price. Not cheap, but it's not that expensive, and it has low mileage. I'm getting it mainly for the mileage. It has really low mileage, so that's good. That's a plus. I think probably some old lady used to own it, never used to drive it much. But, yeah, they're giving it for a good price, and, yeah, test it out. If it don't work out for me, I'll sell it and give me another car. But yeah, I got a Toyota Camry right now, and yeah. But wouldn't you guys agree that Oakland itself is starting to look like a fucking third world country? I mean, there's hella. The city is starting to look more dirtier than what it used to look like. I mean, when I was a kid, yeah, Oakland was bad in the 90s and 80s, but I don't remember it being so dirty. Did you know the CA United States Senator Alex Padilla is a strong supporter of immigrant community? Right now, he's trying to pass legislation immigrant community become citizens. I think I've heard of Jose Padilla. That's good. Alex Padilla, I'm sorry. My tia said, Primo stay in Medellin. I'm going to hit him up. Hopefully he's still alive. Oakland, baby, rag, baby, Skid Row. Yeah, I don't know if in Medellin those protests have been going on. I think they've been going on a lot in Bogota and in Cali, but it's been bad, bro. I've seen some fucking brutal shit. A couple of my friends have been sending me videos from Colombia, and it's been like, wow, like pretty eye-opening, man. It reminded me like of El Salvador in the 80s, man. Like they're just fucking opening fire on people, on protesters and stuff. It's crazy. But yeah, I've been to Medellin, bro. Medellin's cool. They talk with a trippy ass accent there. They were like, a ver Maria pues, a Maria pues. I never heard nobody call it baby Iraq. Maybe some fools did. I know Sacramento, South Sacramento, they be calling it Chirac. I heard Deep East Oakland's the most dangerous. Yeah, pretty much. Some parts of West Oakland, Deep East Oakland. Well, pretty much you could get your cat peeled in any part of Oakland, even the nice parts. Look at yesterday in Lake Merritt, which is a nice part of Oakland. Some motherfuckers got shot. So it's like in Oakland, unfortunately, you could get shot in the nicest area. You could be in Montclair, and I don't know if you guys know where Montclair is in the Oakland Hills. You could be there and got some Chino got killed in Montclair. You know what I mean? Because they jacked his laptop and killed him in Montclair. Gang wars in Oakland's where I heard Baby Iraq. I think I remember that. I wouldn't be surprised if some people call it Baby Iraq. I know in Sacramento and South Sac they call it South Sac, Iraq. Yeah, man. What part of Oakland you from? Me, I'm from East Oakland, Fruitvale District, East 7th Street. That's where I'm from. Del barrio de la Fruitvale. You feel me? Little Tijuana, basically. That's what I call it. Yeah, man. I was out there today earlier. I was at the Laney College Flea Market too earlier today. More earlier in the morning. Is there a 2600 block? Yeah. 26 Ave? Yeah, I know where that's at. Little Sinaloa. Is there a lot of people from Sinaloa in Oakland? A lot of Guatemalans now in Oakland. A shitload of them. When I was really little, Oakland was like little Durango. There was a lot of people from Durango and Michoacan, bro. And also a lot of Chicanos that were from like Texas and New Mexico too. When I was younger. I was there too. I was getting some tacos at El Paisa. Yeah, which El Paisa? 2600 DPs, my homies from Courtney Gaines from there. Nah, but 2600 is more in the Middle East. It's not DPs. Sinuto Taco Sinaloa, estoy a Sinaloa. Yeah, Taco Sinaloa is good. Which El Paisa were you at? The one on 46? Up there, 46 and East 14? Nah, but 2600 is the Murder Doves. That's not DP Stokeland. That's more like where I'm from. Courtney Gaines. Why does that name sound familiar? Is he black or is he Native American? That's what he had tatted, but I think it was 2600. Yeah. But yeah, I was out there today. I went to the Laney College Flea Market earlier today. Yeah, DP's the 70s on up for sure. Yeah, black light skin. Okay. The one on International, the one up there in 46, right? I know of El Paisa. There is a El Paisa, but I don't know. The one I know is on 46 in International or East 14th. I've been there a few times. Pretty good. Pretty good. But that's way up there. I was locked up with him in county here in Arizona. He had AC dog. Orale. What's Arizona like? I never been out to Arizona. You know what I mean? Is it true that the Maricopa County Jail puts you in those fucking things called chain gang or whatever? I heard about that. I heard that shit fucked up. You guys used to have that fucked up ass old geezer. What was his name? Joe Arpaio, another fucking piece of fucking shit. You know what I mean? I've heard a lot about that son of a bitch. But yeah, man. Fuck that pig. I saw a show, yeah, that's the racist white guy. Yeah, he's some old fucking wop Italian piece of shit, bro. You know what I mean? Fucking immigrant himself. Want to talk about immigrants. And Arpaio is a fucking immigrant from Italy, bro. You know what I mean? He wants to talk about Raza. Look at his fucking people. They're the ones that created the Italian mafia. But they want to talk about us. What a joke. But yeah, man. Nothing against Italians, man. But hey, if you're going to talk about my people, then I'm going to talk about your people. You feel me? If you're going to point out the flaws of my people, I'm going to point out the flaws of your people. You know? But yeah, Joe Arpaio. I used to call him Joe a pile of shit. I don't think he's out there anymore, is he? He's not sheriff anymore. I don't think he is. But yeah, I've never been there. He always gets booted off top and then locks down the whole pod. But everyone down for it, he always got booed. I bet you. He hella old right now. Yeah, that old fucking spaghetti dick motherfucker. But yeah, I never been to Arizona. I would imagine it's hot as fuck out there, man. Ain't it like a desert? That's what I'm thinking. I know I've never been out there. New sheriff now. So what's Arizona like? Like, is it what are they? What like is it like here where Norte or Sur, or do they have their own thing out there? That's what I always wondered about Arizona, because I never hear much about Arizona out here. You know, what are the gang politics over there? That's crazy. To JoJo from Arizona, what's it like in Arizona? Like, what do they? How do they get down? Not raza, all raza. So everyone gets together out there. Yeah, I've never been out there, bro. I passed through Arizona and I went to New Mexico a long time ago, but I didn't stop in Arizona, bro. I'm not too familiar with it, unfortunately, bro. I heard Phoenix is a pretty big city, though. I would imagine Phoenix is like a big desert, ain't it? That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. Like I said, I've never been there. You know. Yeah, the streets is different, but in lockup, there's no banging. Orale. Yeah, man. Hella Californians moving to Arizona and Texas. Yeah, I've been to Texas before. Texas is a trip, man. It's hot as fuck out there, though. It's humid, too. Hella humid in Texas. At least the part of Texas I went to. Hella humid. It's like you sweat constantly. I think MC Magic is the governor. MC Magic? Who's MC Magic? Wasn't your... Who's MC Magic? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember who that is. There's hella Russell from Texas and Cali moving here. Where? To Arizona? I believe the California part. What is it like? A lot of people from LA moving up there, or people from the Bay? Yes, Texas showing it's becoming people can't afford California anymore. Yeah, man, I read a news article the other day that Sacramento's rent is getting high. Rapper Lil Raider and Goto moved to Texas. Yeah, believe it or not, I was reading an article recently that says Sacramento's rent is getting high. Can you imagine? Like, Sacramento was one of the last major cities in California that had affordable rent, and I just read a report that the rent doubled in Sacramento now. So now it's gonna even be expensive to live in a city like Sacramento, and I could imagine cities like Stockton and Modesto are next. You feel me? So if they're gonna raise the rents there, and then I was out in Fresno the other day, and they were telling me that in Texas, I mean in Fresno, the rent's getting high up there too. 2 bedroom apartment, like 1,800 out here. I remember it was 700. Also, it's getting expensive out there too. 1,800. I mean, that's still cheaper than what you're gonna get out here, bro. 2 bedroom apartment in the Bay will cost you more than 1,800, bro. Maybe a studio might cost you 1,800 in the Bay Area. Sadly, you know, it's fucked up, man. The whole rent situation is just fucking fucked up, man. It was bankrupt. I don't know if they ever recovered from it. Vallejo was bankrupt too. See, Vallejo, I think Vallejo, Richmond, Antioch, Pittsburgh, I think those were the cheapest cities in the Bay Area. Possibly Fairfield. But I heard even those places are starting to go up. 1,800s in the hood. Not even in the hood, bro. I've seen some houses and some apartments in the hood. Way more than that. In the fucking hood. In Richmond or in Oakland, bro. Antioch is 2,000. I believe it, man. On Sycamore. I just read something about the feds. I was reading an article the other day, actually. Let's talk about Antioch. My boy sold his crib for 2,000 asking price for family from Cali. They offered it moving immediately. Jose, I've been to Arizona back in '90s. Brisbane, small little town. I like it. Yeah, I never been to Arizona, so I passed through it. That's it. But that doesn't count because I didn't stop. But yeah, I heard. I don't know if you guys heard. I was reading an article about the Sycamore area of Antioch, and I heard there was a FBI raid or something like that. The feds raided that area because they said there's a lot of crime going on there. I guess that's supposedly like the ghetto or the hood of Antioch, and a lot of African Americans live in that area. And yeah, I read something about the feds were looking into it or they raided it, something like that. It was an article I just read yesterday. Yeah, I couldn't move anywhere, JoJo, that's hot, bro. I hate hot weather. I guess being from the Bay Area, I'm spoiled, bro. I was in San Jose yesterday, bro, and to me that was hot. And it wasn't even that hot. It was maybe like 90 degrees, bro. And I was like, fuck, it's hot out here. Antioch is mostly black on black. Yeah, I believe in Oakland too, bro. There's a lot of black on black crime too. Look at what happened yesterday at Lake Merritt. But yeah, I was in San Jose yesterday, bro. It was only 90 degrees and I was crying like a little girl. I was like, fuck, it's hella hot out here, man. Because, I mean, when you're from Oakland or you're from fucking, I've lived around Vallejo, Richmond, and, you know, it's, it's not hot all the time. It's the hood. It's not like Oakland hood. Well, yeah, Antioch is a different beast. Close together, it gets hella hot in Concord. Yeah, it gets hot in Concord and Antioch. What's up, Mike Wallace? As much as we struggle to live here, we wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I feel you, bro. I cannot stand the weather anywhere else, bro. I've been to a lot of places, bro, and I fucking hated the weather. I've been to Miami. I've been to Texas. I've been to Kansas City. I've been to Chicago. You know what I mean? I've been, where else? New Mexico. Southern California. Central California. Central California's weather is pretty nice, actually. The Central Valley. Yeah, up north is pretty nice too. When you go up north, their weather's pretty nice. But yeah, I've been to a lot of places, bro, and I can tell you the weather fucking sucked in a lot of places, especially humidity. Oh man, once you go like to Texas or to Kansas City or Miami or any of those states, bro, it's humid as fuck. Like you take a shower and you're still sweating, bro. Humid. Texas is like that too, big time, especially Houston. That's getting deep for little, and I hated the humidity. Yeah, Chicago's nice, bro. I remember, at least I went before it got really violent. Las Vegas is a desert, ain't it? That's getting DC. I got family in DC, and yeah, my dad went to visit DC, and he told me it was hella humid. What happened at Lake Mary yesterday? They had that big Juneteenth festival, and some stupid morons started shooting each other, and one person got killed, and like four others got shot. As soon as you go die, the hood slapped you in the face. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's how Texas is, bro. When I went to Texas, I shit you not, I walked around Texas. I was in Austin. It was fucking humid. I went back to the hotel room. I took a shower, bro, and I was still sweating, bro. I must have took like 3 or 4 showers. Yeah, I'm guessing it was black on black at the lake too. But yeah, it happened. Yeah, I mean Juneteenth is an African American holiday, so it's unfortunate that even black people can't get together. Because Juneteenth is a holiday celebrating the emancipation, basically the freedom of slavery. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers can't get together and have something positive. You feel me? You can compare the house in Vallejo, Texas, based some up was run down. Piece of crap on the mansion. Yeah, I've been to Missouri. I've been to Kansas City. It's hella humid there. Vallejo's a nice town, though. I mean, you can still buy a house there for pretty decent price if you got a good job. You know what I mean? Richmond too. I have family that bought houses in Richmond because it was cheap. I stayed in Kansas City for a year. Yeah, man, I went to Kansas City for 2 weeks. And what part of Kansas City did you stay in, if you don't mind me asking? Remember Festival at the Lake was Mellow No Guias. Yeah, I remember the Festival at the Lake. Oh, yeah, the Ozarks. I never been down there. Yeah, I remember the festival at the lake back in the days. Vallejo, you could probably get a house for 300,000 right now. You know what I mean? In Vallejo, some parts of Vallejo, you know, to buy. I mean, if you could put a bid on it and buy it. Rent wise, I'm not sure. It's probably same price as Antioch, probably like 2,000 or maybe a little bit lower, but yeah, it's fairly still cheap out there a little bit. A lot of people that I know live out that way and towards Vallejo, Antioch. Yeah, 87th and Oak, Traffic Way, I think it was. I went when my homie. He lived in an area of Kansas City called the Northeast. Have you ever heard of that? Northeast Kansas City. It's too hot in Central California, Southern California. Yeah, the Central Valley is fucking hot as fuck, bro. Like I said, I was in San Jose yesterday. And it was 90 degrees, and that was hot to me. I was like, God damn, it's hot. But that ain't really nothing. But oh yeah, I've been to that Marriott. Didn't they have something called like what was it called? It was a big center there in downtown Kansas City. I've been there. I forget what it was called, but it was a popular little spot in downtown Kansas City. Yeah, I've been to the Northeast. I've been to the west side of Kansas City. I've been to Kansas City, Kansas. I tried the barbecue out there at Arthur Bryant's barbecue. That shit was hella good. That shit was fire. Baz- Bazooka Strip Club. Yeah, man, I never heard of it. Though the women in Kansas City, no, not to make fun of nobody, man, but I wasn't too, I wasn't too, I didn't get too much from the women there, unfortunately. Not to say they're ugly, but they were average at best. Maybe you had a different experience than me, but you know, I went to a couple of clubs and stuff out there, and eh, it wasn't no Miami, I'll tell you that, or Texas. Texas, I've seen a lot of cute women. That's most of the South. Yeah, but Kansas City's not the South though. Kansas City's more like the Midwest. I think the southern part of Missouri might be more the South, but I think Kansas City's more up. Oh yeah, that's a trip because I was there in '05. I went to Kansas City in '05, so I was there a year after you. Yeah, man. But yeah, Kansas City was a trip. It was cool though. I was there around the time. Yeah, I was out there around the time that Mac Dre got killed. He got killed. I think after I came back. Yeah, I had come back already, so he got killed maybe a couple weeks after I came back, and I was like, what the hell? Mac Dre got killed in Kansas City. I was just there. Yeah, but that was pretty crazy, man. R.I.P. to Mac Dre. But yeah, I've been out there. I went to when I on that trip. I went to Chicago too. Okay. Yeah, I was there in '05. So, yeah, you were there around the time I went there. But I had a good friend who used to live out there, and we took a trip. I went out there to visit him, and then we took a trip to Chicago, too. It was fun. It was hella fun. It was good to just see something different. F the Chiefs. Aren't they the rivals of the Raiders? I've been in Chicago. People were hella rude. Yeah, man. People are different out there for sure. Even in Kansas City, people are kind of rude a little bit. But there's a trip. People say the same thing about the Bay Area. Like, I have a lot of people that come from other places, and they're like, people here in the Bay Area are so rude. I hear that all the time, bro. Even like my homie from Sacramento, uh, hella rude Chicago City. Oh, yeah, man. Even my homie from Sacramento, he came out here to visit me in Oakland, and he told me people out here seem rude. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, man, people seem kind of rude out here in the Bay Area. I mean, he said everybody in the Bay Area seemed like they're in a hurry. That's what my homie from Modesto always tells me. He always says that I walk fast and that I act like I'm always in a hurry to get somewhere. The Asian fam is super rude. Who's Asian fam? I asked for directions because the Wi-Fi was messed up and they didn't even help me. You know where else I heard people are rude too is in Seattle. My homie went to Seattle and he said people there are pretty rude. I don't know how true that is, but that's what someone told me. San Francisco are rude as fuck. Yeah, man. What about Oakland people? Are we rude? Ha! Little Asian lady will walk into you and mug you. Yeah, my homie went to Seattle. I never been to Seattle, but my homie went to Seattle and he said people are rude. Oh, and Cabrini Green, I heard of New York is rude as fuck. Oh yeah, New York. What do you guys think about Oakland? You think Oakland people are rude? I think we can be rude. What do you think? Those of you who are from Oakland, what do you guys think? You think we're rude people, or you think we're pretty chill? I think Oakland people, we show people love, but at the same time, we could be motherfuckers too. Jose, I've been to the south of Texas and trip down there. They got family that grew up sugar cane, had a lot of Rasa down there, but the Rasa down there are very respectful. Gentrified is ruder. Yeah, the gentrification people, they come here and they think they're from Oakland. Like, motherfucker, you ain't from Oakland. Oakland drivers don't know how to drive, bro. And I can tell you that because I'm from Oakland. We're humble as long as you don't disrespect. Heard the same about being rude in Albuquerque. Jojo, people from Oakland don't know how to drive, bro. We drive like maniacs. I've been to third world countries and we drive pretty close to how they drive in third world countries, bro. I'm being serious in Oakland, bro. And I can tell you as someone from Oakland, bro. Like when I was in Colombia, the people out there, the way they drive reminded me of how people in Oakland drive. I was like, man, these motherfuckers drive like people from the town. But yeah, man, I never been to South Texas talking to Connie Rodriguez. I heard it's hella raza down there, like hella raza in South Texas. I heard it's like Mexico, basically. It's right by the border, right? Well, yeah, I agree with that statement. That people from Oakland can be humble as long as you don't cross us. San Antonio got the most. We can be your best friend and your worst nightmare. Worst drivers 95, 99.5 Central Valley. On Highway 99, Oakland drivers got bars. They do. I'll give it that, but they do drive like maniacs. Yeah, I've been down to 99. I did see a really bad accident one time in Modesto driving down that way. But I don't go down to 99 much because, I don't live that way, so I have no reason to go down there. But yeah, I've been down to 99 a couple times, and I did see a really bad accident one time on the 99. I used to live in Sacramento, man. Sacramento people, some of them were kind of rude too a little bit when I lived in Sacramento. Not everybody, but there were some. Jose, you're right, close to the border. Yeah, man. I've never been down there. I'd like to go down there. I'd like to explore Texas a little more if I ever go back. I only got to see Houston and Austin. I didn't get to go to San Antonio. I wanted to go to San Antonio. Oh, yeah, 880. They drive like fucking maniacs. 582. Man, 580. I've been on 580 late at night and cars just pass me going like fucking 100 something miles an hour, man. Racing each other down 580 at night. Many times that's happened. Because you know how 580 is more wider than 880? Motherfuckers be like, whoa! That's all I see passing by. I'm like, damn! Like, who's racing these shit? I know. 580 in the... What do you do in Colombia? Kick it with Michael Corleone, Blanco? No, I got a lot of friends out there in Colombia. They're kind of like family. So I go out there to visit them. They're kind of like an adopted family, let's say. So I'm adopted part Colombian technically. And I play Colombian music too, so I go out there to study music as well. But yeah, Colombia's fun, bro. A lot of beautiful women out there. It's cool. I had fun. If you speak Spanish, bro, that's all that counts. Like any Spanish speaking country. As long as you speak the language, you're good. I mean, I speak Mexican Spanish, obviously, but, you know, they're chill, bro. They didn't give me no problems because I was half Mexican. The only person that gave me a problem because I was half Mexican was the fucking cop at the airport. Nah, MacArthur Productions. I didn't see about that on San Leandro Boulevard because it goes down home of the sideshows. NASCAR. Yeah, no, MacArthur Production. I didn't see about the accident in San Leandro. That sounds pretty fucking crazy. I remember some fucking drunk ass paisa. This had to have been about 10, 15 years ago. He was speeding over there like by 40, right by the Burger King, right by High Street. Like what's that? Like 42nd, I think, 42nd and East 14th, and he crashed into this black dude's car and split the car in half. Killed the dude, man. That was about 10 years ago, I think. That was pretty fucking bad. But no, I didn't hear about the one in San Leandro. That sounds crazy. Yeah, I done seen some pretty bad accidents before, man, in Oakland and in Sac too. When I used to live in Sac, you know what, Sacramento? I gotta take that back. Sacramento, they drive pretty freaking crazy out there. Cause in Sacramento, cause I lived in Sacramento for 3 years. Sacramento has really wide streets, and all those streets they have high speed limits. So like, there's one street called Power Inn Road. I don't know if you guys might be familiar with that street. And Power Inn Road is really wide, and the speed limit on that street is like 50, and it's like a damn highway. So whenever there's an accident there, fuck, people get killed there all the time, man. I've seen some deadly accidents on that street when I used to live there, and a lot of streets in Sacramento are like that. Is there a 41st? Where, in Oakland? Yeah, there's a 41st. Or in Sacramento. But yeah, in Oakland, there used to be a gang called 41st Cycles back in the days. Actually, I gotta go to 41st tomorrow, actually. I gotta go pay my insurance. I have it, my insurance is on 41st Ave. About 20 years ago, I did a 80 miles from Market Arthur, and yes, young and dumb. Yeah, man, when I was young, I went to sideshows. I went down fucking MacArthur and Foothill driving like an idiot, bro. Trust me, I did it, bro. I even did that shit when I was young, bro. I'm guilty of it myself, so I can't sit here and act like I'm not. I'm from the town, bro. You feel me? I didn't have a muscle car, but I had a black Chev, and I used to smash that motherfucker down Foothill, bro, and down MacArthur, and East 14th, all of them. Oh yeah, I remember my homies used to do that. Put the milk trays. We was all young and dumb. Yeah, my homies used to put the milk crates on top of them and then swing them. I had a scraper too. I had a Buick Century, and I had a Cutlass Sierra, and I used to mob that little motherfucker all up and down Oakland, bro, when I was younger. Go by the water. The homies used to stay on 41st and Telegraph. Oh, 41st and Telegraph. That's 41st Street, not 41st Ave. That's over there in North Oakland. In Sacramento, a lot of them be Lord Tab pills. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Lord Tab pills and race. I just know in Sacramento the speed limits are faster, so people drive a lot faster out there. Huh, you went to a side. Yeah, the smoke kind of gets irritating after a while. That tire, that burnt tire smell. It does kind of gets to me after. It gives me a fucking headache. You know. But you know, I've always been the type of dude who likes to go to places to hit on girls. And the one thing I didn't like about the sideshow, it was always a sausage fest, man. So that's one of the reasons I stopped going to sideshows because there wasn't really no girls at sideshows because fools didn't know how to act and they scare them away. And then the shoots rang out afterwards. Yeah. When I was young, though, when I was younger, there weren't so many gunshots at the sideshows. Yeah, the smoke in the morning. Yep. I remember when I was younger, though, in Oakland, you used to see fools burning donuts everywhere in Oakland. Even if it wasn't a sideshow, you just go down a random street and you see some fool burning donuts. Like everywhere. You used to see that all over Oakland when I was younger. Fools swinging the 5.0s, the Grand Nationals, you know. I also remember, like, some of you might not remember, there was a lowrider scene in Oakland too at one point when I was younger. I remember they used to cruise on East 14th and they used to kick it at the taco truck at on 29th, and before that they used to kick it at the Jack in the Box and the Doves, or in the estuary, the waterfront down there by Laney College. It was lit, bro. I remember I used to go to those sometimes. They were pretty lit. Look, the car clubs would get together and show off their cars and then cruise. Sometimes they would cruise to San Jose or Hayward or to San Francisco. I remember my brother used to kick it with a lot of those cats. So that's another thing people forget. There was even a lowrider. At one point, there were sideshows and lowriders in Oakland. You heard of a white boy named D Money? He owns a carpet tile company. Nah, I don't know that dude. D Money? Nah, I don't know who that is. Maybe some people on here might know who he is. Not familiar with him. Maybe I might know what tile company he owns. If you tell me the address, I probably know where it's at. But yeah, man. So who's going to the Lowrider Car Show in Oakland next week, man? Let's meet up out there. Let's kick it. Yeah, cruising on East 14th. They used to cruise in the 90s too on East 14th. The lowriders. I used to cruise with them sometimes. Lowrider Cruiser only in Richmond now. Hey, they're gonna be cruising in Oakland next week, bro. Next Saturday, they're gonna have the Lowrider Super Show at the Coliseum. So I'm curious who's gonna go because I'm gonna be there, and I'm pretty sure motherfuckers are gonna hit the Strip, East 14th, and all that afterwards. Hopefully it don't get crazy out there. You feel me? But I'm gonna go check it out. Anybody out here going? Maybe we can meet up out there and say what's up. Maybe you could be on a video with me. I'll be out there at the Coliseum. You feel me? I wonder if I go, maybe I could do a meet and greet somewhere. Like tell people to meet me at a certain location, and I could make a video with everybody. If I ever come to LA, come to Tico Stockwell in Culver City. Their food is very good. I've been to Culver City a long time ago. Yeah, I'll check it out if I'm ever out there. I want to go out to LA. I have a friend I want to visit out there. I remember the Cadillac Club and the Falcon Boys. Yeah, I remember them too. That was the first woman that I seen come from a bump with Mac Dre and driving a Corvette all crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember those the Cadillac clubs and the Falcon clubs. I think they even had a Cougar club too at one point. Falcon was the brothers. But yeah, whoever's gonna be at the car show next week, bro, let me know. You know what I mean? Maybe we can make a little video with everybody. That'd be dope. I could get like some subscribers together at the car show and we could do a quick little video, man. Maybe I could do a little meet and greet somewhere at the Coliseum. But that's gonna be next Saturday at the Oakland Coliseum. If you guys want to come check it out, the Lowrider Car Show, it should be dope. Ghost riding the whip, hard to say, but it's better if cops will be their deep fools from shooting at the town. Yeah, I hope motherfuckers ain't out there shooting each other like at Lake Merritt. Ghost riding was basically, I don't know, I think that was more during the sideshow era. That's when they used to, not the sideshow, the hyphy era. Because I don't remember nobody doing that before that, but maybe they did. I don't remember. All right, y'all. I'm past way past the hour mark. You know what I mean? I'm glad you guys joined me. And yeah, man. If anybody wants to drop me a question before I get off, I always do that. If you want to ask me any questions on any topics I talked about tonight, or anything you want to know, or whatever, ask me before I get off. Oh 09 over here. LOL. If anybody got any questions or anything they want to add to the conversation, best taco van in the ESO. Este Tacos Migriense on 29th and E14. Good night, Jose. Good talking to you. Good night, Connie Rodriguez. Shirts, man, bro. I'm lagging on it, bro. You guys gotta push me, bro. I've been really fucking lagging on it. But I do want to make shirts. I think Griense and Sinaloa Mike Wallace are the best ones in Oakland for me. I'm gonna do some shirts, though. I do want to do them, bro. You know what I mean? I do want to do them. For sure, man. But yeah, like I said, who's going to the car show next week? Anybody going? Yeah, Griense. Right there on 29th on the at the Goodwill parking lot. They got bomb ass tacos there. But yeah, anybody going to the car show next week? 27th of Foothill. I was going, but I can't. Have a good one, JoJo, in Arizona. So what's up, man? Rep your hood. Go where you from, man. Before I get off. Still concerned I share yet. Come on, rep your hood, bro. I'm from East 7th Street, from the murders, but I grew up around the 30s and Fruitvale as well. You feel me? Where y'all from? Throw your hood, your city. Where you at? Before you get off. Let's end it like that. Where y'all from, man? Throw your city, throw your hood, throw your barrio, throw your clique, your street. From the town. We got one homie from the town. Where's everybody else from, man? Yeah, for sure. I'm probably gonna be there most likely, for sure. Come on, man. Where y'all from? Where everybody at on here? Throw your hood, throw your sect, throw your city, your street, wherever you might be calling for, wherever you might be listening from. Throw it before I get off. Where you guys at, man? Where my people at? We got 12 people on here. Come on, man. Rep where y'all from, man. Before I get off. Nobody? Damn. The real Richmond, the rich town. We got the rich town in the house. 20th Foothill, bottom of the dubs, bottom of the 20s, East Oakland. 2800. That's over there by Hawthorne, ain't it? Live in Richmond, grew up in the 50s. Orale. From the rich town. Out there in the rich town. But yeah, man. I'm about to get off this, so like I always leave it at this, man. Keep supporting, keep liking my videos, comment on my videos, tell your friends, your family about my videos and about my channel. Support me on Facebook, Oakland Latinos United. Support me on IG, Oakland Latinos United. Or say I'm from my mother's belly. And yeah, man, if any of you want to get a hold of me or trying to get a hold of me privately, hit me up on private message on IG. That's the best way to get a hold of me if you want to get a hold of me for anything. Because a lot of people ask me, hey, Jose, how can I get a hold of you? Best way to get a hold of me is on Instagram, private message. So I'll talk to you guys later. And be safe, man. Have a safe weekend out there, safe week out there. And hopefully I'll see you guys at the car show. Good night, Art Vest. That's right. Acto a la violencia. Stop the violence. There's no reason for black and brown people to be killing each other. And yeah, man, let's take over this motherfucking world. You missed the Bay Area so much. Where you at? Where you at now? Feel me? But yeah, man, it's just people just gotta stop killing each other, man, and we just gotta make this world a better place for our people, man. Oh, and Bakersfield, wow, that's way the fuck out there. I've never even been to Bakersfield. I've been to Fresno. That's probably as far as I've been. But yeah, man. Like always, Jose with Oakland Latinos United. Blake Brown says Bay Area, Bay Area. I'll talk to you guys later, man. Late.